Hi, Becky, you're back. And today you're back for another video, another BFB mod video. This is gonna be a little bit I'm gonna show you a bit of my mod I'm working on, which is I've never won. This is BFBB, not BFBB but different, and this is not BFBB Spike Lake, my custom map mod. Now that I've learned more stuff, that mod's gonna take longer to come out because I need to do some stuff like bug fixing, like and stuff. So that will be out probably a little bit later now. Damn it. I mean, I could release it 1.0. I could release the game in 1.0, but it's gonna have some bugs. The game is done pretty much. No, I'm not kidding. The map, all the missions are pretty much done, but it's got some little issues. So I could release it, but I'd rather just finish it. And then fix more things if and I can add a 1.1 if I make another update to it. This is not fully like some of the stuff was. This is my mod I was using for testing, but also there's something I was messing around with it in here to make sure I get it to work, and I'm gonna dump these files into my other mod. I'm trying to explain this. What I mean is like I was testing it with this file for some reason, and I forgot I got a lot of files on my computer with mods, and this is my BFBB modding 1. My tool series. This is the mod I used to teach you guys. I was teaching you guys how to mod. This is the thing we were using, that entire tutorial series, at least for BFBB. Yeah, this has all that stuff. It's got script word, mission. It's got all kinds of stuff here. Anyway, but I'm probably gonna move some of the stuff into my other mod. We're gonna move, yeah. We have duplicate ones in here, but the main focus I want to show you guys is the unused stuff. Oh yeah, we added a trigger. I forgot about that. To open the feeder without having to pay it. Okay, this is the cool part that I figured out. Okay. This, when you go to the feeder in this mod, I'm gonna move this into my actual mod. This is just a bit I want to show you. This feeder contains both unused levels, both of them, and they're both. I put triggers here, like a door trigger. I didn't reuse this one. One is from Downtown Streets. I didn't change the text to show you what level this is from. This is from when you go to the rooftops. When you use Sandy to fly to the roof, and you open the rooftops before you talk to Larry. That's that trigger, and talk box and text and everything for that portal. And then this one is somewhere, I think this is from Patrick's beta level. And both of these take me to unused stuff. What this mod is supposed to be, basically, is supposed to be what Rehydrated should have been, where you get the unused stuff plus extra content. You know how Rehydrated, we all wanted extra content, extra spatulas, and we also wanted to go to, Patrick's stream and Musta Bob and but have the main game still be there. Well, this is the feeder, and you have to purchase this stuff. So I put the stuff in here, so you have to go out of your way to get. Now it makes the feeder even more useful. I mean, not just look at the concept there, because now you have this still, but you can also, it gives you more excuse to want to open the feeder, because now you can go to the unused levels, which are right here, and actually not all of them. I actually put Patrick's stream in where it should be, but everything else is in here. Yeah, I decided to keep, it looked nicer to go to the dream level when you play it and go to it, but it still has the use level, because that takes you to the use level. You know how that dream works. If you know how it works, it takes you. There's a trigger to go to the used one, so I just figured let's just do that. But if it didn't do that, yeah, I would putting Patrick's stream probably like, I have no clue. There's no more triggers here, places to put them. Maybe I would put like a spring, like right here, It'd bounce you up, and you can hit a trigger or jump on something. I don't know. I could have done that. But both these take you to the unused levels. And nothing is being replaced. Nothing about this. I didn't remove any levels. I kept everything in the game. But you have the extra stuff. And I'll show you what that means. So, this is going to take me to the Muscle Buff Pants. It will fold this up because this level is a bit weird, but click that. And, yeah, you can go to it. I don't know how to... At least I fixed that. Because you have to remove the collision of the arms. If you don't, the level won't even work no matter what. See, now you can, like, actually explore this now. And this doesn't affect the game. Like, what I mean is you can still play the base game right still at this point. This doesn't harm, like, this doesn't get in the way of the game. Like, this is completely out of the way. You have to go to the theater to go here. So, yeah, you still have all the actual game. I'm going to be throwing this stuff into my EverMod. Some of the stuff, actually, I tested it. I'm going to move it into my actual mod thing. I'm like, where's my stuff I worked on 3 months ago? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff on my computer. I have to go move the theater files. I'm going to have to replace the theater with the Ever one. What I'm trying to say is this is my testing mod. I used to teach you guys how to mod. I thought I did some stuff. No, my EverMod is on my computer somewhere else on my computer. It's somewhere else on my computer, so I have to grab the theater files and move them into that to my EverMod. Replace the theater files with the ones I just did, basically. Because yeah, I actually opened the wall mod, but so you're gonna see some stuff you won't see until later, but okay, I may open it and just look. I'll open it maybe a little bit, show you a bit of it. I'm not gonna show you much. I want to keep some stuff for surprise, but I'll show you one thing I've done. If it works, I'm gonna have to open it beforehand and see if it works. It looks okay. I think I finished it, but yeah. So this takes you to here. And you can even go back to Bikini Bottom, I think, from here. I didn't add this. This is actually already here. I think this works, right? This is an unused trigger, so hopefully it works properly. Yeah, it works properly. Okay, so there's that. Now, go back to the theater again, and now you can go to the other one. Which will take you to... Here's the trigger. I will change the text, by the way. I'm just showing you guys what I replaced it with. Go to this trigger, press R. Activates the timer, it loads the level. And it will take you to the unused, beta Goo Lagoon. With all the cutscenes, and yeah, you can start the level. Now, I don't know if this conflicts with the actual Goo Lagoon. But it loads the cutscenes for... Yeah, this is 100% save file, by the way. So, it still loads those, which is cool. Because what we did, guys, I'll show you later on in this video. I couldn't figure out a way to get this to work. I'm like, wait a minute here. How do I actually get the unused Goo Lagoon level to work with Industrial Park? Because the unused Goo Lagoon is named GL01 Hip Hop. And the used one is GL01 Hip Hop because it's the same level, just the early version of it. So I can't just go in the portal and name it that for the trigger to take me there because it's gonna take me to the used one. It's gonna you can't do that because they're both named the same. So obviously I have to do something, and I'll show you what I did to get it working. But it's very quick to do. I just don't know why I didn't think of it months ago. But I literally just thought of it, like, okay, now I can play both. No, this mod contains both levels. It has this early level you can play. And it also has the finished Goo Lagoon. So what I mean is you can still play the whole game, but then you can go to the theater. And now there's a reason to collect the shinies now. There's a really good reason now to collect them because you're rewarded with both these levels you can play, these early footage levels, or you can just use cheat codes and just unlock them, stuff like that. Oh, there's a trigger there. I'm gonna remove that trigger, by the way. I might remove it. I do have shiny object triggers, though, to give you money, though, by the way. I do have shiny object triggers. I did place, like, that give you some shinies, but it only does it once, or, like, something. I do have I do have some spot. No, I do have a button. I'm gonna put a button maybe in some levels to give you shinies, but you have to find it, and it gives you like a lot of money. But you have to find the hidden button. It might be in every level. I might put it in just in certain levels. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And you have to find the hidden button, and when you find it, it will give you like, I don't know, like 1,000 shiny objects or something like eats. So then you, you can press it. And you even make, maybe I'll just make it so you can keep pressing it to get money if you want, or just you have to press it once. I don't know. But you can like get money, so you don't have to grind as much. You don't have to use ski ball abuse or like glitch or falling off the cliff so much. Okay, so you can actually watch the cutscene. So because this level's I added this to another folder, so now you can actually do this again. If you already finished the game, you can actually do this again.
Robot.
That's cool.
Robot. Oh no! Everyone will burn, and then they'll get all itchy and peel. Oh no! Everyone will burn, and then they'll get all itchy and peel. But I can't swim. But I can't swim. But I can't swim.
Yeah, you get glitches and all, so you can mess with all of this glitchy, unused early Lagoon level. You can spoil all the glitches and stuff, which is always fun to do with this GameCube version of bfbb. Because this GameCube version contains this busted level. Just don't die in the water. Don't die in the level; it will freeze. But other than that, yeah, it's just fun level to play around with. Wait, all this stuff is still here? I already beat the game, right? Yeah, 100%. Huh, that's weird. Yeah! Oh, okay, so it's gonna give you extra stuff. That's actually really cool. That's awesome. So you can get some extra spatulas. That's actually really cool. Probably not all of them.
Somehow I don't think
but it's just a kind of cool thing. Okay, never mind. No, you don't. Yeah, you don't. Or do you? I'm not sure. I would test this, but I got this in a big video, so I'm not testing this. I'm gonna assume it gives you extra. It's kind of cool. You can walk on the glitchy sand. All that, yeah. This is the early level. See, the lighting is all different. The tikis look different.
It shines.
Yeah, everything here. The throw fruit are broken, so that's the problem. But yeah, this level's a bit broken. But that's the fun. You can explore it now. And you can have the actual. What this mod does is you don't have to. I didn't replace anything, so you have the actual game, but you have this stuff on top of it. So you don't have to actually replace the level anymore. Yeah, you have both the unused and used Goo Lagoon level. So if I click it from here, the file does take you to the used one. Because I didn't replace the level. I'll explain it later on in the video when I'm talking about. Yeah, see, here you go, the used one. So you get both. You don't have. Yeah, you get both. To access, you can't get it from here. You have to open the feeder and then go to it. It's a reward for opening the feeder. So now the feeder has more of a purpose now to it. It's not just here's some slides. No, you can actually do. Yeah, you get the beta levels in there. It's a perfect place to put them. It's a perfect place to put them. And go to here. And this will take you to, you go over here. So now when you play the actual game levels, you can play through everything like you normally would. And you can also go to, when you reach Patrick's stream, you have to go to it from the trigger, because that's how Dusty Park works with this. You go to it from here. And now you can go to the actual Patrick stream. I didn't add the skybox. I might add it later, but I know how to do that. I don't know if I want to leave it out with or without it, because this is beta. I kind of want to leave it raw, because that's kind of how, like, the beta, like, people like this glitch, all this stuff and this thing, so I might leave it like this. Depends, or I might not. It is kind of neat having it like this. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving it the way it is because I actually, in my version of, I want to keep the beta I want to keep the beta levels like, so you can explore them like people that want to explore these levels as how they were and how weird they are. You can do that with this, so you can just explore them. Like, see, and the actual Patrick Stream's still there. You can still go to it because because the Patrick Stream warp is still located. It's located here, so I would have put that in the theater. I would have put everything in the theater, but you can go to the actual Patrick Stream level from here if you go to the banana peels at the end. There's 2 banana peels at the very end. You can take it. You can go to the use Patrick Stream. Yeah, see, everything's here. The onions, everything that would normally be here. All the floating characters are here. Everything that weird about this level is here. You can explore it. Yeah, this is all part of the game for you now. You don't have to, like... You can get an extra spatula out of it, which is cool, because I didn't replace the level. So if you replace it with Sandy's Dream, you're gonna get that thing with a spatula. You can't collect it. You have to, you have to actually add the level, or like I did. Yeah, then you can actually collect extra spatulas out of it. At least I figured this out. I don't have to use GameCube Builder anymore. That was such an old method to doing it, and I'm glad it worked. But I'm glad now we can do it this way, so I don't have to. You can even get extra spatulas out of it. But now when you go here, you can go to the used one. Hopefully. Yeah, it works still. There we go. So we have everything here. Now you can get the spatula and everything. This is a new save file. And yeah, so now this is how. Yeah, now you have everything. You have everything that's from the beta. Every unused stuff is in this game now. All of it. Plus the actual game itself. But remember, this file is not fully, some of the stuff I'm gonna have to move. Yeah, I did some stuff, because I was testing it here, so I'll have to move the theater files, HB10, my Evermod, that actually contains the unused stuff. I mean, my actual full BFB to a different mod. Yeah, so this... Yeah, these are the triggers, so, So in Dusty Park, that's how it would look. This trigger is to go to the Goo Lagoon level, and this one goes to the other one. And yeah, everything's here for it. Yeah, the text, and you can edit the text and everything. But I already covered it more on the Toe series, but you can change it once you have it. Once I haven't done that yet, I just want to make sure it worked. That's why, with modding, that's how I always do things. I do the more minor things. I do it all annoying. I do the minor things last. Like changing the text. I just like to make sure everything looks before that. But, okay. So here's my BFB modding. Yeah, see, what I mean by this is, the theater files, they're here. I'm gonna have to dump them in one of my ever files on my computer. I have the mod. I accidentally did it in my testing file for modding testing, but I just gotta take the HB10 files and just put them in my Evermod. That's how people would normally do this stuff. This is how people used to play BFB mods, movie mods back in the day. You just take the files out people's and you put them in yours. That's how you used to do it. Now you have the modding tool, the Heavy Mod Manager, so you don't have to do that anymore, which makes it much easier. Okay, so let's go down to explain how I did the Goo Lagoon thing. Because people probably are wondering what I did. Well, what I did is I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Because Goo Lagoon, as you see, GLO1, and what are the new folders and working file for unused Goo Lagoon? These are unused ones. These are both the same level. These aren't any different. Don't know why they're put two of them. See, GLO1, same thing. Working, GL1, GL1. This is not working. Heavy iron. This level's broken still. But you guys did a good job though. 3 months difference or something. They really did finish the level. Yeah, I added this. There's only Goo Lagoon free, and that's the end of this. I added the 4th one, Goo Lagoon 4. What's this? So now it takes you to the unused level, and this unused. I renamed it. So what I did was you go into new folder, and I copied these two, and then I pasted it in the Goo Lagoon. I pasted it here, and we named it to Goo Lagoon 4.4, GL4, GL4. This is the same file. Yeah, this is the unused Goo Lagoon file. The early version, the new folder one. I renamed it. So now you can. So now if you don't do that, Industrial Park's gonna go to the finished one because there's only one file. They're both named GL1, GL1. So I had to do it. I had to do it a different way. So I did. So now you can go into here. And now you can name it that. See? You can name it this. GL4. If you don't, because you can't name it GL1 because it's going to take you to the used one. It's not going to take, because they're all named the same. New folder, working, and finished Goo Lagoon are all named the same. So I can name it, I can copy the new folder one, that's the one I used, and then paste it and change it to GL4. Then I can go here in the level warp and name it that. So when you go in that trigger and press R, it takes you to it. So that's how I did it. So it works that way. Yeah, there we go. Got it working. Took long. So I want to show you that cool thing. I'll show you. Actually, my mod's not done, so I'll show you more of it later. But I really want to show you the unused levels. So years ago, I did not know about the triggers and stuff. I just did the buttons. But yeah, now we have actual triggers. You can go up to them and press R to take you to them. This is a one big trigger, though. Holy shit. It was huge. This is from Downtown Streets. So the level we took this from is from here. At Downtown Street. It's the one that goes to the rooftops. This is the trigger. The exact one. And then I took stuff from this level. So, yeah. The whole Industrial Park editor is, like, honestly, one really neat. And did you even know Purple Lamp? Fun fact, I didn't know this until I watched Shauna Schiff's videos again. Purple Lamp apparently actually use Industrial Park to extract the level models or something to see the size and make sure it was accurate. They use this. The people that made Rehydrated actually use Industrial Park. This tool, this fan-made tool. This isn't made by like the creators of Heavy Iron or like people. This is a fan-made tool made by Igor Seaboss 4 and other people that helped make it. But yeah, this tool is very actually this thing is really great, bro. It does help. It's very useful and everything. Like, there's things it does. Like I already covered Mantola series. Like basically your biggest help if you don't know what you need for something. I already covered this, but if you need help finding things, you can always look for it and find and copy. You would go into links like I've said before. One of the best things I always do is you go here. Let's say this is grayed out in a bunch of numbers because let's say you paste this whole. It's not going to have everything you needed for it, so you would go here. You can just go here and copy it, and then you can go into. You go like find see all these numbers that are here because I took this from the feeder. When I pasted this in, I took this from and I copied it here, and it gives you a bunch of numbers, but then it will find what you need in here. That's how I do it. And you can also click on find what targets me. Sometimes it doesn't bring up things. Sometimes it does. Sometimes if it's connected to something else, it will. Yeah, and you can. But if it doesn't bring it up, then you're gonna have to. You just open the links and see what's inside it, and you can look for it that way. But yeah, find what targets me does help you find things. It's very useful. Eco did a good job making this tool pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good thing, honestly. Like you can use, it's very user friendly and it's fun. I mean, it's a very good program, honestly. I think he's done developing it, sadly, because there's no more updates. But yeah, that's what my mod is, so that's what I'm doing. So I just want to show you that. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.